Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. BYU right back to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Canty. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking down the middle. It's complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're working that left side, and they're able to get him on the ground. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. He's got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's complete on the right side. Ripping through the defense. All kinds of room to the right. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running it to the right. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Spins it. Oh, he spun him again. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Just plowing ahead. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. BYU lines up quickly. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Just keeps swinging it. There's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. throws and fires complete. Oh, spin move. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. BYU right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
turning it on. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get out. Be in this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. It's caught. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. That's what it means for the quarterback to be responsible for the blitzer. He held it as long as he could, got rid of it, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's basically like him blocking it, right? Just letting him come in. Now I throw it to the running back.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Bounced off his feet.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Canty. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bears decide to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU lines up quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off play action on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Throws to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The screen, he can go. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes the heat. Got a man in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time.
Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. BYU right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The toss to the outside. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop with that return right at the 30-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the toss. And some room to work. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They want to run it left here. Determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range to get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Flames had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. BYU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After that last completion, it's second down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Finds some fresh air. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bears! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts these guys have put together.